you very much, everyone. My name is Edwin Mata. I'm the CEO and co-founder of BRICKKEN. I'm formerly an M&A lawyer. 2017, jumped into tech, and 2020 started focusing on what is asset tokenization, right? And at the time, there was a big unknown as to how asset tokenization is being performed. It was more like, what is it, a process? Is it technology? Is it just smart contract? Do I need a dashboard? I mean, there was some complexity because it was a new term that it was being accrued. It was formerly called security tokens. Now we call it real world assets. But the important thing is, how are you going to onboard all of these new companies trying to tokenize their assets? And that's why we started focusing on BRICKKEN as to, should we build something that people can easily plug and play, start tokenizing today? And the answer is yes, absolutely. That's why we built our token suite, a one-stop solution where any company of any size can actually issue their own digital assets, distribute, sell to third parties, and then manage the outcome, the digital assets, the investors, and whatnot. The problem was that even though there's big numbers out there, 2030, BGA group saying 16 trillion, whatnot, is the market is very fragmented right now. While there's various solutions tackling the asset tokenization space, they're all fragmented in the sense that some are focusing on the issuance, others on the management. There's deep technical requirements. Obviously, blockchain is still not a swift solution for many of the use cases out there. Legality, huge pain. Do I issue from the jurisdiction? Can I go to another one? And all of these are just pains that are out there that are stopping from the tokenization of assets to really become a successful journey for absolutely everyone. So the only way that you can tackle this is by understanding what is the asset life cycle. Understanding that for the issuance, you really need to go through like a Google form where they can create the digital asset economy with a few clicks, and understand that even blockchain is not a part of the journey. It is that technology under which it is built. But for the everyday company use case, they just want to have a few clicks and understand that from there they can go to the next one. How can I distribute and sell my digital asset to third parties? Well, again, I mean, the best concept up there was built by Shopify for building e-commerce. Create an investor portal, create your own ramp, create your payment solution. One click, you can already distribute. That was how we adopted our distribution phase. A super simple solution for companies to say, I created my digital asset. Now I want to give it to third parties. And this is the way. I create my investor portal, few clicks, drag and drop, create my specific landing page, and I can start onboarding my investors who are going to be KYC, they're going to be whitelisted, and I'm going to be compliant along the way. And afterwards, we have that situation. It's like, okay, created my digital asset. Now I distribute it. What happens next? I need to manage my investors. So we grab also the best from Carta. It's like, okay, first you have your investors, their equity or their lenders, whatever the format it is that you decide to become your asset tokenization. And you actually monitor the performance, analytics, reporting tools, keep them engaged, because you want them to also not just invest in your first, but also your second, your third, your fourth offering. So that is how we build BRICKKEN, thinking about how can we cover all the stages of a digital asset and give them a solution for companies to do it in a simple way, super lean, user experience on top, because that's how you're going to onboard all of those people whose blockchain still seems like a far off technology. Our validated business model is built on 3 legs. We have an issuance for the digital creation of 5,000 USD. Then we go for an asset offering. So when they create our token store, it's 3%, and actually goes into the management. So we go into SaaS modeling of 50 USD or 100 USD for the maintenance of the different functionalities that allows you to create that management solution. We launched our token suite, our product, on March 2023. Ever since, we've been growing. Right now, we're onboarding between 5 to 10 clients monthly. We have obviously now deployed all our marketing strategies for media buying to get them on top of the funnel, nurture, qualify them to be able to onboard new asset class, new companies. Most importantly is we're agnostic on the jurisdiction, which allows us to send our technology to different jurisdictions, to different companies worldwide. That has allowed us to penetrate 11 different countries currently. We have also been able to manage that assets are agnostic. So if you want to tokenize real estate, please, by all means, go ahead, grab our technology, deploy that digital asset solution, mimic the building, mimic the floor. We don't care. You want to do franchise, please. You want to do a startup who's in the scaling phase. Again, this is why we have been able to tokenize clients such as Hacking, a Web3 security auditor firm, who they're transforming their utility token into an equity token, which is the first kind out there in the market. We have been able to tokenize a whole district in Panama on the free trade zone ISD project. It's more than 100 million worth of a tokenization value. And also a renewable energy who's looking for the Series A, and we're partnering up with Republic of the United States for the tokenization of that company. 3 different assets, 3 different visions, all used by the same solution, BRICKKEN. So just a showcase of the different potential clients, but the important thing is, as you see right now, it's all our tech running in the back. Companies don't need to deploy absolutely nothing, super simple no-code solution, but at the end, also super engageful, because what we want to focus is that blockchain is not the selling point. The standard, the tech is not the selling point. It's actually the usability, the onboarding, the investor, the experience. All of this is only possible with a top team coming from Big Fours, coming from Open Zeppelin, coming from law firms. So it is through the know-how of the different members in the company that we were able to understand how capital markets get onboarded into the tokenization phase. Right now, we could just close our first tranche of a safe, going into our second round, and looking for 2.5 million on a 25 million valuation for equity. And thank you very much. This is BRICKKEN, and I'm happy to discuss any questions you may have.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Edwin. We have a few questions coming up from our judges. Let's see. First of all, from Katie from BAPS, in essence, what is your go-to-market strategy?
Yes, our go-to-market strategy has been focused on the past year, really triggering the SEO and the keywords. We were talking about tokenization. We were talking about security token offerings, crowdfunding. So we started managing and owning a lot of different keywords out there in the market. Then we started pushing ourselves on media buy-ins. So we actually started deploying strategies around Google Ads, LinkedIn, Instagram, different profiles, so we can acquire different types of companies. So our go-to-market goes from a top of the funnel on education phase, nurturing what is they need from a tokenization, if it's the qualified technology that they require. Then we go into the middle with an engagement consultation, free demo or whatnot. And then on the bottom, on the qualify, and then allow them to go into our platform, deploy the digital asset, and we aid them during the journey for it to be as seamless as possible.
Wonderful. Thank you for clarifying. And we got also a question from Kostiantin from DevPro. He's quite interested to learn which customer segments you are targeting right now and which ones for the future.
Absolutely. So it has also been agnostic on the asset. We trigger the wording as access to capital, cost efficiency. So it is those companies, which is actually all the companies, but we are triggering specific sectors such as real estate, because right now it's actually being boomed as to real estate companies trying to issue their assets on chain. We're also targeting startups looking for the next fundraising being done through an equity tokenized matter. And basically, it's what we're trying to trigger is, you want to look for a crowdfunding as a middleman, or you want to do it on your own terms. You want to be the owner of your whole funding round, then we can be the solution for that. So we're triggering all of these necessities, which is the access to capital, the cost of it, how the timing wise, how easy it is for you to onboard even your family and friends. So basically, right now, that's what we're doing, kind of like just being agnostic on the asset, because the necessity of capital is throughout different verticals.
Loud and clear. We got a few more questions coming up. Wendy from Bankwise asked, how does the on and off ramp for crypto and fiat work? Are clients fiat assets coming?
All right. Yeah. So right now, it's not as lean as I would like, because obviously the crypto is still the one of the middle. We do have an OTC solution for bank transfer and fiat payments. But what we're trying to onboard now is we're about to create our MPC wallet of BRICKKEN, so we can connect with another fintech provider who can tokenize credit card payments and tokenize bank transfer. Our solution before the end has to look like blockchain is not even involved. I don't want to talk about standards. I don't want to talk about wallets. I don't want to talk about anything except a company issuing an offering, letting people that, hey, I'm open for business. This is my investment. Do you believe in my vision? Here is my money. How does that look? In crypto, accept it. In euro, accept it. In USD, accept it. If we find a solution, then we can definitely say that we have succeeded in our journey for tokenization of assets.
Understood. We have another question from Valeria from Get Funded Network. Still would love to see their business model since they are all in one platform. What are your revenue streams?
Yes, absolutely. So our revenue stream is for the digitization phase of the asset, regardless of what is the asset looking like. If it's equity, if it's debt, if it's profit sharing. In the end, it is the client who decides what is the asset being tokenized and how it is a format. We charge 5,000 USD. Then when they use our token offering, which is what we're saying, mimicking Shopify, your own landing page for your investors, for onboarding with your look and feel and everything, we charge 3% on the total raise, which is And then afterwards, which is the management solution, which is sort of mimicking the cart of the cap table, the distribution of dividends, automatization of reporting, whatever you need. We're starting to issue our SaaS. Right now, it's a two-tier model. We have 50 phase on functionalities and 100 per month based on also functionalities. And that's basically a three-tier business modeling that we have that has been validated by the market itself.
Oh, that sounds very good. We have room for one more question. One from Teddy from Plume Network. Which category has contributed to the most TTL?
Sorry, what category?
Which category has contributed? Okay. Yeah.
Yes. So for the time being, I would say real estate, but that has the asset end. For us, since we're tokenizing the foundation of the assets, so that means the company owning the assets, such as the equity, or the company looking for funds into the market to acquire or exploit the asset, meaning it's debt. As of now, the biggest asset class, understanding it as equity or debt, has been debt. And in that sense, if we verticalize debt into different formats, such as, I don't know, a company looking for loan or risk, it has been real estate. So the biggest classification that we have currently BRICKKEN is companies issuing debt for real estate matters. Let's put it that as a group.
Thank you for elaborating. Considering everything, we're out of time. And again, it's a pleasure to have you on board. As always, Edwin, have a great day.
Thank you very much, everyone. Pleasant day.